Your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth.
I love Mayweather. I think Manny Pacquiao won Mayweather today. Manny Pacquiao in his prime was throwing damn near 100 punches per round. No other fighter could do that, and he wasn't on steroids. Manny Pacquiao all day.
I might not be as fast as I was when I was 30, but I'm still fast enough to break your nose or do some damage to you.
And for Manny, it wasn't so much power, it was the speed and the accuracy and the 2 or 3 punches in a row that just...
Stephen A. Smith passionately argues that Manny Pacquiao would dominate Floyd Mayweather in a rematch. He praises Pacquiao as the ultimate champion and a true boxing legend, emphasizing that his exceptional technique, speed, and power remain evident even at age 46. Smith believes that Pacquiao's current form makes him more dangerous than ever and would overwhelm Mayweather if they faced off again.
Your thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's retirement?
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people... I want to say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Mark.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromised, because he's a giver. He's a special dude. I'm a miss.
Charleston White didn't hold back when discussing the long-standing rivalry between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. He claims that during Pacquiao's prime, Mayweather avoided fighting him out of fear rather than strategy. White highlights Pacquiao's destructive peak performance, his rapid combinations, elusive movement, and relentless tenacity, making him a nightmare matchup. He suggests Floyd's accusations of steroid use were tactics to delay the inevitable clash, and that Mayweather's hesitation was driven by a fear of risking his undefeated record against a fully powered Pacquiao.
Honorable man, right? Going to the grave.
Story of redemption.
Absolutely. Somebody we remember forever. No doubt, man. With Charleston, we'll let you get back to
You can't forget about the George Foreman grill. You can't forget about that grill, the George Foreman grill.
They taught many people
How to make burger without being messy.
Definitely an important thing, that George Foreman grill, bro. Without question, man. What's your best memory of Manny Pacquiao? Watching Manny fight over the years, what was your best memory of him?
I love Mayweather. But Mayweather avoided him for all those years, accusing him of being on steroids, and he never tested positive for steroids. He was like a machine. Yeah, homie. So, if I'm not mistaken, he was one of the only fighters, homie, that threw over 100-something plus rounds, punches per round. So he was like a machine, homie, hard to beat.
Age has always sparked debate in boxing, and with Pacquiao and Mayweather, it's no different. Many dismissed notions of a rematch, thinking both fighters had passed their prime. However, Pacquiao's recent fight with Mario Barrios demonstrated his impressive movement, reaction time, and conditioning. This performance has reignited curiosity about whether Floyd would take the risk of facing an older but still dangerous Manny, as fans wonder if Mayweather's desire for a rematch is rekindled.
Now the question hanging in the air like a jab, what's next for the Pac-Man? There's a growing chant for a Floyd rematch. And you know what? I wouldn't hate it. Two legends, both past their peak, but still dangerous, still proud, still built for the lights. Only thing is, after what Manny just showed, not sure Floyd wants that smoke.
Since returning to the ring, Manny Pacquiao has been vocal about wanting another fight with Mayweather. In interviews and public appearances, he's consistently issued a direct challenge, emphasizing that the decision is entirely up to Floyd. Pacquiao's openness reflects his competitive spirit. He believes he still has what it takes at the highest level. What was once a distant dream now feels within reach, with Pacquiao standing ready in his gloves.
The boxing world is buzzing with excitement as Manny Pacquiao gears up for his showdown with WBC welterweight champ Mario Barrios. But that's not all. there's talk of a potential rematch with Floyd Mayweather. Pacquiao's not holding back, saying Mayweather's been ducking him. He wants a real fight, not just an exhibition. Can you imagine the hype if this happens? It could be worth billions. But first, Pac-Man's got to handle business this Saturday. If he wins, will it force Mayweather to step up, or will Barrios spoil the party? One thing's for sure, the line of fighters wanting a piece of Pacquiao will be long if he comes out on top. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over.
Boxing trainer Abel Sanchez offers insight into why Pacquiao remains so effective. He explains that Manny's success isn't just about power but about landing precise, clean shots with incredible speed. Even after a 4-year break, Pacquiao returned with impressive timing and rhythm. Sanchez notes that Manny's fitness and hand-eye coordination have held steady with age, allowing him to compete at a high level. His fundamental skills are what keep him relevant, making him a perennial threat even against younger fighters.
It didn't feel like Barrios wanted to hurt Manny, and maybe it's the respect. The greatness was, he was in the ring with greatness and didn't want to do anything dumb.
Yeah, like, I spoke to Bob after the fight, who's the trainer of Barrios, and he was telling me he was getting on Mario's ass about that. Like, he felt like he was being too nice, and he told him that you got to take it to him, man. Like, leave all that crap outside. Like, you be mean, you got to take it to him.
Yeah, but you know what? We are on the outside. We're not taking near lip as a coach.
Yeah.
He's in there with a great legend, and he's in there with somebody that can punch and somebody that can fight. So his mentality and his sentiment and what he sees there is a hell of a lot different than what we see on the outside. All we can do is try to encourage our guys, but we're not taking any punches.
Yeah, and there was flashes of the old Pacquiao there, though.
At times.
Yeah, at times.
Yeah.
Obviously not like before, but, you know, his patented jab straight and then come up top was there. It landed a few times. In the first round, he landed a straight like almost right away. I felt to kind of show Mario like, hey, you know, I might not be as fast as I was when I was 30, but I'm still fast enough to you know, break your nose or do some damage to you.
And for Manny, it wasn't so much power. It was the speed and the accuracy and the 2 or 3 punches in a row that put you in trouble. So maybe Barrios was not going to have any of that. Who knows? But again, it didn't look like the kind of fight that puts people on the edge of the seat.
You know, just covering Pacquiao's career for as long as I have, you know, there was a few things that I noticed. Like, I felt like at times, and maybe this will get better now that he's, you know, doing he said that he's going to come back, that he's eyeing maybe October, November this year to come back again in another fight. He's more consistent. I know when you're older, it's like the old saying, like, you got to use it so you don't lose it, you know?
Yeah.
Although Pacquiao did not secure an official victory against Barrios, his performance reignited debates about his true capabilities. Many fans and analysts believe the judges got it wrong, feeling Pacquiao deserved the win. More importantly, his display proved that he still possesses speed, intelligence, and drive. The focus has shifted from age to ability, with many convinced that this version of Pacquiao is not only still competitive but also capable of defeating Mayweather if given the chance.
This whole Barrios and Manny thing, y'all don't see what the bigger picture is? Y'all don't think we're gonna get a Mayweather Part 2 coming soon? Y'all don't think so? Because you do know Barrios is the ultimate company man.
Mayweather Part 2? Yeah, I don't see that. I'm more on Tank. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I think that Tank gets the fight.
That's what I've been saying. I said I'm gonna stand on it that if Manny Pacquiao pulls this off and gets that belt, Floyd Mayweather's coming out of retirement.
Not everyone welcomes the idea of a rematch between Pacquiao and Mayweather. A significant segment of the boxing community values their legacies and prefers they remain untouched. For these fans, witnessing two aging legends clash again might feel bittersweet, risking tarnishing the memories of their prime. Nostalgia influences these perspectives, and many believe that preserving their legacy is more important than creating new drama or risking their legendary status.
Nobody wants to see a Pacquiao versus Mayweather 2. The first fight was a decade ago, and it took too long to happen. And now they both, it's just like, come on, bro. We just trying to squeeze the life out of boxing, for real. Y'all want to watch two senior citizens spar? Because they both pushing 50, and the thing that will make it the most disappointing to me is that we should have had this when they were in their primes, And the fact that if they're trying to fight now, it's just a money grab. They just know they can both get a nice check from it, and why not? That would be the only reason, because they pushed this off so many times. Y'all, a lot of y'all wasn't alive back then. Y'all wasn't outside. This was the discussion in boxing for a good 6-year stretch. Is when would Floyd Mayweather fight Manny Pacquiao? Is Pacquiao juiced? Oh, Floyd's ducking everybody who's actually good. He doesn't want to fight anybody in their prime. This was the talk about. This was the boxing talk for almost a decade, and the fact that they would come back and do it now, it makes me so. Because I already know people would watch. It would get the views, but it's just going to be disappointing because the first fight was disappointing.
Legendary boxer Roy Jones Jr. stirred discussion by leaving Floyd Mayweather off his list of all-time greats. His reasoning wasn't based on Floyd's record but on the level of competition faced. Jones argues that Mayweather often avoided facing the toughest opponents during his peak, fighting many who were past their primes or not serious threats. This critique challenges the notion that Floyd's legacy is untouchable, especially when compared to fighters like Pacquiao, who consistently sought the most challenging matchups.